I don't have enough money for Taco Bell, but what I do have pleases me greatly. This is the Invincible Iron Man omnibus, covering the years that David Michelini, Bob Layton, and John Romita Jr. wrote and drew for the comic. If you're a fan of the Avengers and especially of the Iron Man in the movies, you'll want to know maybe a little bit about where some of the different armors and everything came from. And I highly recommend this book. It's probably $125 to $140 now. Of course, it's reprints of reprints. But I want to show you some of the famous covers and stories, and it'll take maybe 5 or 6 minutes. All right. So again, just like a lot of different groups that got together, they would approach the editors, go, and this is the story and whatever we want. For Iron Man, it's getting kind of stale. So right away, you can see a vast improvement in the illustrations for Iron Man. And this is 126. It's an homage for the Tales of Suspense number 39, I believe, for his very first suit of gold armor. Of course, this is a big improvement over that, which was in the 60s. But artwork, of course, everybody knows has come a long way. Just incredible. You may have seen this image, I don't know, on T-shirts and some other illustrations of Iron Man over the years. This is one of the definitive ones of the character. So I put these things here just for place settings in the book. Here's one of the most famous issue covers, and this one here was called Demon in a Bottle. That's the story, and of course Iron Man became an alcoholic. Tony Stark became an alcoholic, and this is one issue that kind of covered that all in one issue. And what happens is Iron Man has a couple of really bad accidents, and his integrity becomes questioned. And of course, unlike the movies, the government doesn't really get involved to want to take his armor away from him, but because they really don't know who it is. But it's an interesting storyline where his girlfriend actually helps him out toward the end of the issue. But obviously, alcoholism can't be controlled just in one story. But that's how they kind of covered it. This is interesting only because Iron Man fights the Hulk in one of the issues, and obviously the Hulk is supremely powerful, picking up a plane and smashing things around with it. Iron Man's trying, of course, to defend Stark Industries, and the Hulk's gone crazy. Again, great illustration there of Iron Man in profile, and Iron Man actually knocks out the Hulk. So Iron Man can defeat the Hulk in combat. It's been proven in the comics. Anybody that says different, full of crap. Iron Man can lift around, I think, 20, 30 tons with the suit of armors that he has now. I'm not defending really the comic or whatever. I'm just saying it happened. In the next episode, of course, he's fighting for his life. By putting all the power into one punch, he is trapped inside his suit of armor, and Ant-Man has to go in and help him out. So you've got a whole issue of that. Lots of fun. We've got some old enemies from Tales of Suspense who have returned, and whether they did it right or not, that's up to you, the viewer, the reader. And they even slipped in every once in a while some celebrities or whatever, which also made the comic fun. This is obviously Rodney Dangerfield. The character says, "I tell you, I get no respect." There's a bunch of them in here. As you go through, you'll see what they did. The Titanium Man, you might think it's a goofy suit of armor, but he's Russian. He's a bad guy. And, during the time that he was an alcoholic, you see that he's getting better and better, making better decisions. And then finally, he's able to take on even the worst customers with ease. The Titanium Man has a really terrible power, and Iron Man just puts an end to him. I've got just maybe one more thing here for you to look at, but I'll flip through a couple more pages. No harm in that, and I hope Marvel doesn't mind me really promoting their character. They're only seeing a fraction. Just a lot of issues. In this one big hardcover, it goes through like around 50 issues or more. And, the love triangles and characters that he's had to deal with. Here, let me just go to it. So, one of my favorite comics, and I had all these originally, but I did sell my whole collection. Iron Man has to team up with Doctor Doom. They are stuck in the past. Someone sends them through a gate, and they have to deal with magic and Morgana Le Fay. Morgana Le Fay from I don't know, it's like the 11 or 1200s, whatever that time was in the medieval times. And of course, Doctor Doom is interested because he tried using black magic to release his mother from hell. It's all in, that of course is in the Fantastic Four issues, and I believe they also gave Doctor Doom his own comic, maybe a giant size or whatever, but that was years ago, like maybe late 60s, early 70s. You get to learn about his origin story. But here you've got King Arthur. They make a deal with him. Here's the evil Morgana Le Fay. Of course, Doctor Doom says he's going to help King Arthur, but then he turns. And then you have Iron Man battling Doctor Doom once again. It's a battle of good versus evil. And Iron Man does get the better of Morgana Le Fay and Doctor Doom. They're sent back to the modern age, acquiring some sort of gadget that both of them have to work on, and the story ends. Later on, there is another Doctor Doom Iron Man team up, but I don't know as if I've never read that, so I just remember seeing a cover for it. But yeah, all the different types of armor originated during this time. So that's another thing you saw in the Iron Man movies. And if you like those movies, you'll like this comic book. That's the only thing I can really tell you. And the storylines are a lot of fun. The artwork might not be as great as some of the other artists that are currently working today, but there you have it. That's my point. And I think you'll like this, especially if you're an Iron Man fan. Good night.